So I want to update you guys on a couple different things that happened today. What's going on, team? It's Ricky with Technical Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. And yes, today was a pretty significant red day due to the dollar amount that I have invested. I want to keep this video super short and sweet. People are super opinionated on where I choose to invest my money. If you agree or disagree with what it is that I do, at the end of the day, I never try to convince people to do what it is that I'm doing. This is essentially why I waited till the market closed for me to make this video. I did buy more Tesla stock today. This brought down my average purchase price. I plan to hold Tesla. Tesla's not something that I'm necessarily trading. I have much more in my trading account in which that I can buy. So therefore, if you have $10,000 in your account, an example of how much I own of Tesla versus how much I can buy is like buying $6,000, $7,000 worth of Tesla, but still having a little bit more money left over in which that you can buy at lower levels or once it actually begins to indicate signs of a reversal. Is Tesla a good buy right now? That is for you to decide. I'm not here to convince you. Is Tesla bullish right now? No, by any means. Not by any means is Tesla indicating signs of an uptrend, but it's something that I've seen happen so many times before, where I can pick up a stock that I see value in, myself, right? Put money into it in which that I can plan to hold for a couple of weeks or a couple of months and sell it back when it does begin to recover. If you don't think that Tesla's going to recover, then guess what? This video isn't for you. And I think the really cool thing about the stock market is that at the end of the day, you get to choose to put your money where it is that you see value. And that's one of the things that we've encouraged from the very beginning is as I personally invest in Tesla, there are so many other stocks that are selling off due to how consistent the market has been pulling on back. And a lot of you guys have been able to see the correlation. We talked about the correlation since the beginning of the week when it comes down to Tesla or really any tech stock and the overall market and /NQ and how consistent they have been pulling on back. Right now on the 180-day chart, when it comes down to /NQ, if you guys pull up the 4-hour time frame, you guys could see that we just made some lower lows based off of previous support levels right around 12,700, 12,650, and /NQ aggressively sold off, and it's still pulling on back even during the aftermarket trading session. So does this mean that you should aggressively buy right now? The simple answer is no, right? And to put it in very simple terms is I decided to buy Tesla before confirmation and I understood the risk, meaning that when you buy a stock or you invest in a stock before it actually begins to indicate signs of an uptrend, we said this from the very beginning of my first video, it can easily continue to sell off and it does not mean that it has to reverse anytime soon. So if you are someone that can't tolerate a pullback, then you should not buy before confirmation. If your main focus is buying at confirmation, if you're under the PDT rule, which I 100% agree, then great. But at the end of the day, I don't know where the very bottom of anything is. And people can continue to comment where they think it's going to be, and we're all entitled to our own opinion. But at the end of the day, I know that more often than not, I have missed out on opportunities listening to other people that are so loud yet know nothing about the market, right? And trying to predict where the bottom is. At the end of the day, no one knows where the bottom of the market is. All you can do is when you are presented a decent deal according to previous patterns or what it is that you see value in, that you do your part in simply taking advantage of it within your own means. And this is what I essentially did today. As Tesla pulled on back, I literally let it bleed, right? I held 700 shares overnight. And as Tesla sold off, I want to show you guys on the 1-day, 1-minute chart, I began to buy Tesla at these lower levels of 660. My average purchase price, if I'm not mistaken, was right around 706, 703, something like that. And due to the number of shares that I bought today, which I'm not encouraging you guys to do, I bought 200 more shares. So I bought a total of 900 shares. I'm still down overall on the open about $34,000. You guys can do the math with how many shares I have, the percentage that I'm down on the day. Would I encourage this for everyone? If you don't know how to tolerate a pullback and you think that when you buy something that it has to go up right away, then this is definitely not an approach that you should take. I do agree that a much more conservative approach would have been waiting for proper confirmation of reversal, and that's essentially what we always tend to talk about. But I just know that I more often than not miss out on the bottom because I get so scared of what if it continues to sell off. And in this case, Tesla is not a stock that I would mind holding for a longer period of time, which is why I took this approach. And I'm simply just updating you guys on my Tesla position and why I decided to buy more. I'm super excited to follow up with it, and yes, it can easily continue to sell off. So it's so funny that we get so many people commenting in the comment section of like, Tesla's going to 550, Ricky, you're gonna lose it all. But just a couple of days ago when I was up $50,000 on Tesla, we didn't have any of those comments. So just make sure that you take time to understand who it is that you're listening to and when those voices come out. And it's more often than not when you are experiencing some form of red day or they see you somewhat vulnerable. But at the end of the day, let's be honest, no one's opinion should ever matter more than just yourself. If you understand what it is that you're doing and you feel comfortable doing what it is that you're doing, then that's what should matter most. And that's why I'm super excited to follow up with Tesla myself. Make sure you drop a thumbs up if you agree and if you're excited to follow up with the overall progress of Tesla. Again, friendly little reminder, the overall market is pulling on back and it can continue to sell off. So if you're a beginner and you're still having trouble tolerating pullbacks, then maybe hold back, watch that position size, and wait for proper confirmation just to make it a little bit easier on yourself to be able to ride that recovery when and if it does present itself. I wish you guys nothing but the best. I hope that you guys could subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget to stay connected. We do run a free Facebook group with over 307,000 members, and that's that first link in the description. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.